MAGA is dead. We are America first. This means nothing. Fuck this movement. If MAGA means Lindsey Graham, Laura Loomer, Barry Weiss, and Netanyahu, and not Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, Alex Jones, and Tucker, then MAGA is garbage. It is a dead brand. No young person wants to be a part of this. Nobody is enthusiastic about it, and it is a joke.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You have tuned into another episode of Ron's coverage. Now today, I wanted to react to this narrative of MAGA is dead, according to numerous influencers, such as the one I just played at the beginning of this video. Trump has endorsed numerous candidates in congressional and Senate races across the country, and his candidates has won. So it shows that his endorsement holds a lot of weight in the Republican Party. The Republican Party is divided between the RINOs, Republican in name only establishment candidates. That's like the old guard, like George Bush, Ronald Reagan wing of the Republican Party. And there's the MAGA coalition, people who supports Trump. And then you have the libertarian wing of the Republican Party, such as Ron Paul and Thomas Massie. And speaking of Thomas Massie, he has lost his congressional seat in Kentucky due to him being disloyal to Trump. He has helped release the Epstein files in conjunction with the Democrats.
You did lose your bid for re-election this past Tuesday after serving 7 terms in Congress. Why do you think you lost this race, Congressman?
I think the biggest crime I committed against the swamp, Kristen, was showing the American people that somebody on the right could join somebody on the left and get something done, which is releasing the Epstein files that everybody knew needed to be done. It was written by me and Ro Khanna, and we used the pressure of the American people to cross the aisle and get things done. That's when they decided I had to be taken out.
He has opposed the Iran war, which is the top of Trump's agenda.
Why are we going to war with Iran? I think the most candid answer came from the Secretary of State, who told the press that Israel forced our hand and dragged us into this war. Again, and American families in my district want to know how this is going to help them pay for groceries. How does this make them any safer in their schools or in their neighborhoods? How does this help them pay for housing? Have we learned nothing from the laundry list of wars and regime change experiments we sparked across the Middle East that have racked up a total of at least $8 trillion of debt in Iraq, Libya, Syria, Afghanistan? A sustained war with Iran will not stabilize the region. It's already ignited the region. It will radicalize new generations of terrorists, and it will send more swarms of refugees into Europe and the United States.
And he has opposed the big, beautiful bill due to fiscal restraints, because he's a fiscal hawk. That's part of the libertarian philosophy, fiscally conservative with very limited government spending. And I respect those principles. But because of those reasons is the reason why Trump has endorsed his opponent, Ed Gallerin, who he lost to by like 5 points. Thomas Massie had 43%, and Ed Gallerin had 48%. Thomas Massie said he don't have any regrets. He wants to stick to his libertarian principles, which is respectable. But Trump viewed him as disloyal for working with Democrats with the release of the Epstein files. And Trump also endorsed numerous other candidates, such as Fleming and Ludlow in the Louisiana Senate primary race against the establishment candidate, Bill Cassidy. Trump viewed Bill Cassidy as disloyal because he led the impeachment inquiry against Trump during his first term. Now, Bill Cassidy has lost with only 20% of the vote to Fleming's 34% and Ludlow's 25%. So now Fleming and Ludlow is going to compete in a runoff. So Bill Cassidy definitely suffered a huge penalty for being disloyal to Trump. And the voters, the Republican voters, seem to think so as well. Trump has a huge following that's going to support him and support his candidates. Trump's endorsement still holds weight in the Republican Party. His endorsement is worth almost the value of gold in the Republican primary. At last, he has endorsed Ken Paxton in the U.S. Senate race out in Texas against John Cornyn, which is the establishment candidate. Now, as a result of Trump's endorsement, Ken Paxton has won the race with 63% of the vote to Cornyn's 37%. Now, Trump's reason for endorsing Ken Paxton is because John Cornyn upheld the traditional filibuster, which prevented the SAVE Act from passing the Senate and becoming law. Trump values loyalty. He's playing the same game that the far left Democrats are playing, where if you're not far left enough, they ostracize you. It seems like the extreme factions of both political parties are becoming more popular and gaining more traction because the voters that's on the extreme spectrums of both parties are dissatisfied with the incumbents. So those are the penalty for not being extreme enough on both parties. So again, it's a bad time to be an incumbent in this year's midterms. So other races that's gaining traction, such as the mayoral race and the governor's race, that the ballots are still being counted with the mail-in ballots in California. Spencer Pratt was gaining popularity in the mayoral race in LA, and it's not looking too good for him now. Karen Bass is going to go into the runoff. And in the governor's race, the former Fox News commentator, Steve Hilton, another candidate Trump is backing. He was in first place, but the mail-in ballots are still being counted in California. So there's definitely some funny business going on in California, just like it was in Michigan in the 2020 presidential election. We'll find out within the next couple of days or weeks or so. And of course, I'm going to make a video about it. So this will conclude my video. And I will catch y'all in my next video. You like this video? Hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And I'm going to catch y'all in my next video. Peace.